here. You go ahead and start. You do the introduction and everything today.
Oh, that was fast. We came out fast. Hold up. We got to at least give a couple of people minutes. Give people a
Yeah,
couple of
give
people
give
time.
people give them some time to come in.
Yeah, yeah. How
Yeah,
you how
yeah,
you how you how you feeling today?
yeah, man. I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, me too. I've been like waiting, like you know what I mean, like uh uh
Anticipation.
yeah. Cause we only do it like once a week, so
Yeah. So
so
it's something to look forward to.
yeah, it's something to look forward to. So I'll be waiting, and when the day comes, it's like you antsy because you ready. You know what I mean? But we just give couple of minutes for a couple of people to check in. Ain't nobody check in yet on TikTok. Anybody check in yet? What you want? What you
Well,
want?
I'm on Facebook and I'm on
Oh, okay. I can't see your
YouTube.
Facebook. I just see
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
YouTube. I can't see your
Yeah,
Facebook.
well, somebody was on YouTube, but they like, hey, I ain't gonna hang around, y'all. They starting it. They too.
Yeah, I think that wait a minute. Oh, somebody had clicked in.
Yeah. We had as soon as we
What?
started, had
It
somebody.
don't
Yeah,
it don't matter. We can start. We can start now. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the collaboration of the Peep Game TV and Keeping It Real with Jay Sean podcast. Everybody know that me and my brother we recently collaborated. To get this thing going. Um, we I was doing my own thing. He was doing his own thing, and we figured if we collaborated together, I mean, how they say, it's strength in numbers. If you stick together, people tuning in, Jay Sean, from Keeping It Real, and you are,
SRD, aka Shadi Ali. And if you want to know what that means, check out some of the previous stuff. That's all. We ain't gonna
yeah,
go all into it.
yeah. So we really bringing this together to enlighten people, educate people, entertain people, in hopes that just to make a better, I guess you could say, I don't want to say a better world, um, let's say a better evening, a better night. This is just Friday night. We can say a better night. But once again, that's our
Peace.
before we start that, I noticed that you had threw up the videos of you punching uh
Back,
tag,
back.
the
Okay.
the heavy tag, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my kids' mother, I got 8 kids. One of my kids' mothers had I was talking to her, and she said I seen a video of Sha punching the punching bag. Like, oh my God. She was like, you told me that he was always good with his hands. It was stuff like that, but he still got it. And she was like, oh my God, he still got it. I said, oh yeah, I seen the video. It was nice. She was like, yeah, at your age, for him to still be able to punch a move like that in the back like that. And I said, you know, what it made me think of, what it really made me think of is um, everybody's gift from God. Everybody got a gift from
Yeah,
God, and
absolutely.
what it made me think of was sometimes we take our gifts and things that we love to do and we put them to the side, regardless if it's for another person or if it's for the times that we living in. It could be for a job or it could just be from day to day. We put it to the side. You know what I mean? And we don't do the things that we like to do. But most of the time, you just want to you most of the time at our age, you just want to know you still got it. You know what I mean? Like we getting older. You know what
Absolutely,
I mean?
absolutely,
And
yeah.
you and in this world, you want to know that you still got it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about writing. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like when every time I accomplish something, writing or finish a book, it's like a good feeling. It's like, I still got it. You know what I mean?
Right,
Or every time a female try to maybe ask me, do I want to go to lunch or or go to dinner or try to talk to me like or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I still got it. You know what I mean? And that's what we want to do. Like at our age, you just want to know that you still got it. You just wanna you just wanna be able to be yourself and know that you still got it. So that's what I thought about when I seen you you know, punching the punching bag. It was like, yeah, my man, my brother, he still got it. You know what I mean? But it kind of made me think about things that you loved to do when we was young, and now that you older, you know, sometimes we have to revisit certain things to keep us alive
yeah,
inside.
yeah. We got to stay active. We got to
Right.
stay active.
You got to stay active, you know what I mean, and doing things that you like to do, you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah, absolutely. Stuff that stuff that you enjoy. It,
Stuff.
I mean, it's people get to define what age is for themselves. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Because people can say, okay, how old are you? And you could give them your age, and they may say, oh, you don't look like your age. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, that's a compliment, depending on if they say you looking younger or you looking older. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is to be young in spirit, and be able to do what it is that you want to do. Now, can you do things you used to do when you was 20 years old the way you used to do it at 20 years old? Of course not.
Yeah,
You know, but long as your mind is sharp and your body's pretty healthy and you eat right and you take care of yourself, you can do it to a standard that can be admired, that can be looked upon and say, okay, yeah, as you say, you still have it. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I see somebody, and we really not supposed to do this, but I
Well,
see somebody in the comments saying that they always thought people who wear sunglasses inside had low esteem. I guess he meant self-esteem. You know what I mean?
right,
I see somebody said that low self-esteem, but the thing that is funny to me is that like a lot of times it don't cost people nothing to mind their business or like you don't never hear nobody saying nothing about Sway. You know Sway from radio show.
right,
He
right.
wear the turban. He been wearing that for about 20 years. Star, the podcaster, I see him wearing baseball hats since the 80s. Or I see LL Cool J. Um, it's an image. My image is wearing shades all the time. That's my image. Shades, a headband. That's my image. So just let me be me.
And it don't cost nothing to say something kind of uplifting to people. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying? Because far too often we as a people, or not even as a people, as a society,
right,
we have a tendency love to go after something that a person is not doing well.
right.
That's reason I think a lot of people haven't gotten so sensitive, and some of them have mental issues because people don't like to say anything nice. People don't like to uplift you, encourage you.
Um,
We need more of that. Go ahead.
yep. thanks for joining the show. And if you continue to listen, you'll see how much self esteem and confidence we both
Yeah,
got.
yeah,
but but it's cool. It kind of make me think of uh I was listening to this lady, right? So she said she was in the military. So she was in the military and she was somewhere. I don't know if she was in a library or somewhere off the base, and she was a black, and a white lady said to her, um, "Are you from? Are you was you born in America?" And she said, "Yes." She said, "Do you have children?" She was like, "No." She was like, "How old are you?" She was like, "I'm 19." She
okay.
was like, "Are you married?" She said, "Lady, where you going with this?" She was like, "No, I'm not married. I'm in the military. I'm 19." So the lady said to her, "You are one of the beautifulest women I ever seen. I think you could be a model." So she was like, "Meet me here tomorrow." The white lady told the black girl, "Meet me here tomorrow." But she said, "Well, first of all, in the military, we can't do um uh what's they call that when you're trying to win Miss America and everything. They can't do whatever you call it. I can't think of the word right now. So anyway, she met the white.
Being any kind of competition type thing.
Yeah, competition. So anyway, she met the lady. The lady had a stack of books of all the previous Miss Americas and everything. So she said, "I think you could do it." So the black girl said she was gonna try. First year she tried, she went the trial for the pageant. She lost. She went back the second year for the pageant. She lost again. She went back the third year for the pageant. She lost again. Okay, she went back for the fourth time. Guess what? She lost again. She went back for the fifth time. Every year she was going to the pageant. Went back for the fifth time, lost again. Went back finally for the sixth time to be in the pageant. The sixth time, and you know what? She lost again. So she called the lady up. "Oh, I thought you told me that I was beautiful enough to win the pageant or something like that." And the white lady told her, "Just don't give up. Just keep trying. Just don't give up." 6 months later, the white lady died from leukemia. 6 months after that, the girl entered the pageant. She won Miss District of Columbia. She won. 6 months after that, she won Miss USA. You know what I mean? And she been winning pageants ever since then. But the moral of the story is what? Don't give up. Don't give. What about if she would have gave up after her first time? What
After
about if she would
the
have
fourth time, after the
fourth
fifth
time,
time.
off the fifth, after the
Right.
sixth time? What about if she would have gave up? No matter what people say to you, no matter how people whatever they try to bring you down, or what people they if they don't support you, people close to you, or no matter what go on in the world, if it's something that you believe, you keep doing it. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna pay off. You just gotta keep trying to, and that's how I feel about our podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like as long as we keep doing what we doing, in the long run, we gonna win. You know what I mean? Think about that lady if she would have stopped after, like you said, after the fourth time, after
Right.
the fifth time, after the sixth time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She would have never been Miss You. 6 years in a row, you lose. she would have never been Miss USA after 6 times of the pageant. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
that's not only for what me and you doing. That's for everybody listening.
That's life in general. That's life
That's
in
like
general.
that's life in general. You don't give up. You know what I mean? Keep doing what you doing. I thought that was like a real
Inspirational.
yeah, it was very inspirational. Um but to another note, I wanted to hello, what I wanted to say was because we was talking about some of the things he was gonna talk about, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
well, let me I had something that I wanted to talk about that I had heard earlier. If a man and a woman meet each other, most of the time we know it's more patternable that the man is always trying to get in a woman's pants. That's all the time. Most of the time it's the woman either saying, I'm not ready yet, it's too early, I don't know you like that, you just want to go to bed with me. Most of the time it's the women saying that. But I want to flip it. I want to flip it tonight and said to the ladies, if it's any the ladies that's listening, you could type it in, or you could join the live. You could join my TikTok live, or you could join the YouTube, I believe, or the Facebook. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
you,
YouTube or Facebook.
yeah, I forgot we on YouTube. We on Peep Game TV on YouTube, Peep Game TV, and also on Facebook Live. We on Andre Shadi Hill. If people get lost something from TikTok. Um so ladies, what about if it was reversed? What about if you met a man and 1 week go by, he didn't ask you for to get in your pants? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. Let's stretch it to 3 months, and he still hasn't made a move on you to go to bed with you, to get in your pants or anything like that. Um, is that strange? How would ladies take it? I think you said you've been through that, child. You know somebody who been through
Nah,
that,
nah.
or
Yeah, I went through that before, and the young lady kind of took it the wrong way. You know what I mean? She took it as though like something was wrong with me or I wasn't attracted to her that way, but it was all about, being respectable. And during that time, I was doing a celibate thing.
right,
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, okay, it wasn't that important to me to have sex with her more so than to really to get to know her at that
right.
time. Peace, peace. And what's up, Miss Jemison? What's up, Miss Graham? What's up, Miss White?
Big O. So she took it upon herself that she felt like that you wasn't attracted to her.
Right, right, right. Or I was a little slow or something. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said it's hard to say, it's on a person to person basis. Oh, Miss Boyd. So I
Hey,
mean,
what's up, Miss Graham?
what would you say? What would you say if that happened? Um, what would you say? What would you think? Would you think that um the guy was gay?
Hey, what's up, Miss White?
The guy was spiritual? Because Sha, it's always the reverse part to that.
Yeah, of
Not
course.
not many times do you have opportunities when you dating a man and he not trying to go to bed with you. You know what I mean? Like it becomes like um a situation where, like you said, what's wrong? He don't find me attractive,
Right.
or
Yeah,
um
it's out of the norm.
it's out of the norm. Yeah, it's not. it's not that usual. You know what I mean? And when I was listening to the story, I was thinking, I was like, well, I've never really been in a situation like that, but it was it was kind of it was. I guess it's kind. I guess I would think it was kind of strange too, unless the guy is religious. I really couldn't see um another reason why a man might want to wait 4 months. I mean 3 months. That's kind of, I guess that's kind of long in modern time, or even years ago. That's kind of long.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now, do you think there's having sex? Do you think having sex clouds, your perspective about a person? Having sex too soon. It
Uh,
do you think it increased emotions, whereas now you're not really getting to know the person because now you've gotten emotionally connected rather than, well, let's say, mentally or spiritually connected. You know what I mean? Because now you done got emotionally connected because of the physical now.
I don't know. Maybe my scruples was backwards or something like that. But I have actually been in some serious relationships with females I went to bed with the first night. The first date we went on, and we was having sex, and I wind up having long relationships or serious relationships with them. Um Now that I'm older, um and I know a lot of people gonna say you adults, like you could do what you want to do when you adult. You could do whatever you want to do if the vibe is right and if you feeling right and if that's what you want to do it. But I think you should take some time. I think meeting somebody and having sex with them on the first date or the first interaction, if you meet them in a bar, I think it's too soon. I think it's too fast because it's like you starting off the relationship backwards. It's like you leading with the wrong thing. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel right now. So if I met somebody and I had sex with them on the first date, I don't know how much I could respect them. I
Now,
don't really know.
now, do you think it clouds your judgment on a person? Do you think sex can cloud your judgment on, how you view the person?
I mean, yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
I
that,
mean, she might be a magician in bed. She might be a wizard. she might she might be Vanessa Del Rio in bed. I don't, you know what I mean? So of course it's gonna cloud your judgment. I mean, we both have seen guys who were p whooped. You know what I mean? So I guess that would cloud your judgment, right?
yeah, absolutely. Because I think what happens is you get so connected to the sexual part of her till you overlook the rest of her. You know
Right,
so now your whole or 90 or 80% of your attraction is sexual.
right,
So now what do you do with the rest of that? Okay, now what about her aspirations? What about what she really like to do? What about her inner being? You know what I mean? Things now that we don't. I don't think people look at enough now. I and just saying that, it made me think about something that I was watching you on, you know, last week speaking about. You were speaking about uh, the BBLs.
Yeah.
Brazilian butt lifts.
Yeah.
So it came to my mind because it's like, there are a lot of women, and a lot of them are young women
Right.
that are getting their bodies done. And, to each his own. You do what you want to do. Yeah, I don't see it one way or other. Sometimes I just think that some of them be so young that they didn't even really let their bodies develop completely before they start getting it altered.
Oh,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the other part is, okay, now you have made yourself physically attractive. What else do you have along with that physical attraction? What else do you have to offer for what you're doing it for? You know what I mean? Okay, even if you're doing it for yourself, but you already know that men are visual,
Fellas. Yeah.
visual. So we look with our eyes. So
Right.
so now if you're physically attractive, that means men are going to be physically attractive to you. Now,
Right.
what happens once you get to that physical part? How do you maintain the individual once you get his attention? Because you got his attention because you didn't change your body. You got your body, now you got his attention. But how do you keep his attention? What do you do, and what do you have as a woman that makes that man say, "Look, this is the one." You know what I mean? This is the one. This is the one that I want to make wifey. You know what I
Right.
mean? This is the one that I'm willing to, forsake all others for. You know what I
Right.
mean? That type of thing. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Um,
And ladies, yours too. Whatever
I
your
don't,
thoughts
I
are too.
don't, I don't understand the whole BBL movement. Like, um, I just don't get it. Um, I don't care whether females is doing it for attention or they doing it for their own self esteem. I don't get the whole, I don't get the whole movement. Um, is it a thing where it's a following game? I guess people see other people doing it and now they want to do it. Um, I just don't see it. I don't even. It's so broadened right now that it's almost losing its attraction. I mean, when they first start doing the BBLs, the butts and everything, it was like, oh wow, like for men, you was seeing and you was like, oh wow, look at that,
Right.
like yo,
Yeah, you was impressed. Yeah, you
look at
was
that.
impressed. Yeah.
But now it's everywhere. It's next door. You know what I mean? It's next door. It's in the grocery stores. It's in the churches. It's in the schools. Everywhere we look, everywhere we go now, it's somebody with a big badunkadunk. You know what I mean? So it's 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 just it's began out. It's gotten out of hand. But
Well, my wife says a moneymaker. A moneymaker for who? Okay.
a money
A money
maker.
maker for the doctors, but what about for the ladies? You know what I mean? And I think it does. I think it does for depending on what you looking for as a man.
Yeah.
If that's what you're looking for,
Right.
you know what I mean. And most of us, like I said, we look at the physical first, and even women for the most part. You
Right.
you you normally need a physical attraction before you even become interested in somebody.
Right.
So now if their body's tight, you already halfway there. Now but I think, and I've noticed that women are real competitive with each other.
Right.
And I think what you were saying, the part about if one woman got it done and the other women seen how many men were attracted to her,
Yeah.
then that would make her say, "Man, I better get this done too." You know what
That's
I mean?
what. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, so that's a possibility of why some of them do it. But my thing is, there's other things that are important in our community, like being a good mother. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Building relationships with your sons and your daughters, because what I see now, that there's struggles when it comes to relationships.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's real life struggles when it comes to keeping and holding on to a relationship, because I don't think most people even have a real understanding of what it really takes to maintain a relationship. Everybody could get into a relationship, but what it really takes to maintain a relationship. What are things that needs to be done to maintain a relationship? You know? So what's your thought?
Um, I think that right now the problem is it's 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 a lot of females that's thinking that they could do it on their own. Um, I feel like it took two people to make a baby, so it took two people to raise a baby. You know what I mean? Um, I was thinking about something earlier, um, a little bit along the lines of that, but a little bit along the lines of something else about how they doing all that talking about the abortions and stuff.
Right, right.
And they saying that I don't know, they want to get rid of the abortions, or they want to uh give the people they can't get abortions or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They want to outlaw abortions.
They want to outlaw abortions.
Right,
Um, all that stuff like that plays hand in hand, like along with um relationships, or letting people be able to call the shots for themselves. Um, for like what I mean, like for example, like say like if a woman get pregnant,
right,
right? She could she could say she don't want her baby, and she can go get an abortion, right?
right.
But if you get a woman pregnant and you tell her you don't want no baby and you walk away, then you a deadbeat dad. Then you got to pay child support, and then you got to go to jail. You know what I mean? I think that all this stuff that's going on in the world is a plan. I don't know if it's worldwide or if it's just in certain communities. Is that all this stuff is made to tear relationships down? You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying because you were saying something about relationships,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah. Nah, go
I'm
ahead.
thinking all of this stuff is factoring in to even before we first was talking about the BBLs. I just think that everything is planned out. Like your wife said, it's about money, and it's planned out to destroy more than build. You know what I mean? What man wants?
Attack the family, basically. You
Yeah,
say?
what man wants his wife to have a BBL? I mean, I wouldn't. Would you?
No, no. I mean, but I would reserve the right for her to do it if she wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's equal opportunity, and I do believe in that when
Yeah,
it comes to women making choices, equal opportunity. I just say that some of the women that I've seen do it, they you know they were still like 20s and 30s.
yeah,
So 20s and 30s for me is like, okay, you still growing into your body.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh
when
yeah,
when you
yeah,
hit your 40s and 50s and you decide you want to get it done, then okay, you're a little older now. And by then you're more settled. I would think you kind of have a good idea of what you want too. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And not to
yeah,
say people in their 20s and 30s are totally confused, but I guarantee people that's in their 20s and 30s, some of the things they think about and like to do now will change when they hit their 40s and 50s.
yeah. Of course.
You know?
Yep. Somebody said those rules that They got the rules for the abortions. I guess is only in certain states.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some
And but think about this. Think about, okay, now if there's no more abortions, then that means whoever get pregnant is going to have the baby.
right,
Now that means, okay, we as a community and as a society need to find ways to, okay, co-parent. If you're not going to stay together, as you said earlier, two people make the baby, two people, it's necessary for two people to take care of the baby. My thing is, I think a lot of relationships have trouble now because, one, men, not enough men are in their daughters' lives. And the daughter's first example of what type of man to choose is going to come from her father or any male role models that the mom bring in her life.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So if she's unable to build a relationship with her father and getting used to dealing with a man, she needs to learn everything about a man from the streets.
right,
You know, same thing with boys. If they don't have a healthy relationship with their mother, then they're gonna learn everything about a woman basically from the streets. And that's something, these are things we can repair, you know, things like that we can repair. It's just a matter of, okay, what what do we need to do to repair it? We need to have those discussions and we need to be, open to suggestion and open to change. You know, what do you think?
yeah, no, yeah, that's right. We have to be. It got in the end. In the end, the end means it has to be about keeping relationships together. Um, we see too many times what happens. Well, I don't want to say from all for I don't want to say because some people turn out just right that come from families with one parent. I'm not
Yes,
just talking about the mother. It could
exceptions,
be
it's
just.
exceptions to every rule.
I'm not just saying a mother could be just
Right,
your father could raise you. You know what I
right.
mean? So, but I mean, we gotta know that um having both parents give you an upper hand. You know what I mean on your walk through life. It has to.
Let's look at it from a young person. Most times we gain genetics or we gain something from our mother and our father.
Right,
If we have both of them in our lives, we get to see what it is that we get from either one of them. You know what I mean? Maybe your mother's good with money. Your father's a hard worker, and your mother may be emotional. Your father may be real logical. So you get to see where these behaviors come from what parent. Then you get the chance to say, okay, this is something that I want to take from my mom, or it's something that I don't want to take from my mom. This is something I want to take from my father, and it's something I don't want to take from my father. So we get to have a choice. So
right.
I think right now, with a lot of situations, children are not having a choice. And I think a lot of the young brothers, especially, when they get in them streets and they don't have positive male role models, hey, they're gonna. It's a good chance they're gonna go astray. And not like you said, even those who have good male role models, now sometimes they get influenced by the ones who don't. So this is just some stuff that we're dealing with in our society that is necessary to address. It's necessary to speak about, and we want y'all input too. And as we said, we're working on getting that line so you guys can call in so we can hear your thoughts too and how we can rectify this. What we call it reparations. And reparations is nothing more than repairing what's been broken. or what needs to be repaired. And relationships are key, you
Yeah,
know?
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, go ahead.
Um, well, that's all I wanted to say about that. About that,
Oh,
so we can move
okay.
on to
Okay. All right.
something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about ethics and why it's so difficult to, like, we say it's difficult for us to unify as a people.
Right,
It's difficult to work together. And, you know, it brought me to, with me and you, we've known each other for years. And we've always been straight up with each other. And I think that's important,
yeah,
you know? So it's like I was dealing with an individual. We were doing business, and you know, and I liked the individual,
right,
and I would give the individual, pay the individual for what I believe his service was worth,
right,
and I would have him do things for me. And what I found out is he was basically, you know, taking advantage, really cheating me, because basically what I found out, he was, he's and he's charging me to do a job, and I don't mind paying anybody because that's something that we as a people need to get used to doing, helping each other. Because if we grow together, we flow together,
right,
you know. And it just made me feel like, okay, if you're straight with me, I'm fine. But if you can't keep your word with me, it's hard to do business. Like with you, and I forgot to basically thank you for that. When I sent you some bread and you was like, yo, you ain't got to send me that because it came through for me. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, now everybody wouldn't do that.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Everybody, and it's something small, but it's something big. It could go into something big because it's like, okay, look, I got that, so you ain't got to send it. Other some joker might mess around and say, "Yo, send me that. I didn't get it."
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Over over some bread, and now what happens? You mess up the relationship. You know,
yeah.
you sometimes we still deal with individuals, but we don't deal with individuals the way we would, continue to deal with them the way we used to deal with them. Put it that
Right,
way. You know
right,
what I'm saying? We cut them off because look, it's about being fair with each other. If we are unable to be fair with each other, how can we expect anybody else to be fair with us?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was just something that I was thinking about. That.
No, yeah, yeah. I always, I always been like loyalty and respect. Uh, I always felt like those was important issues. People like to say, what's more important to you? Uh, to have somebody respect you or have somebody fear you. Uh, you know, um, and I think that's a trick question. You know, I,
Well,
I think that's a trick question. I think it depends on the individual. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Because
So
me, I think I would rather have people respect me more than fear me. Because if people fear you, you never know when they fear might turn to um
aggression.
a sneaky aggression.
Right. And absolutely.
You know what I mean? But if somebody fear you, I always believe that somebody that fear you that will really hurt you. Um, I just figure that I just think the respect goes a little bit longer, than fear. Because why I say that is because I have known guys that was killers would beat a woman down in the ground or beat a man down in the ground. They say like if they had a girlfriend, guys that was like 6 foot tall, their girlfriends might have been 4'11", and they females are scared of them, but they still a cheat on them. You know what I mean? So don't you know fear don't always work in that direction because a lot of times ladies cheat on you, but they're afraid of their man. You know what I mean? And even with and guys in the street, you can have somebody that's really, really afraid of you, and most of the times they thinking about how they could I don't want to say get over on you, how they could if the situation ever came, how would they protect themselves?
How would they get? Yeah, yeah. How would they? And I agree with you with that.
Yeah,
That's that's my take on it as well because growing up, I had a choice. You know what I mean? I could have made people fear me,
right,
or I could have had people respect me.
right,
I chose people to respect me.
right,
You know what I mean? And the respect go a longer way because when a person respects you, there's a greater chance of, like you said, they'll be loyal to you.
right.
If a person fears you, they're only good when you got your eyes on them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? As long as
yeah,
you got your eyes on them, they're good because they're afraid of what you're going to do to them if they do something out of pocket. But when they're behind your back, they're going to be plotting and scheming to do whatever they can do so they don't have to be afraid of you no more. If
that's
that means getting you locked up,
right.
you know what I mean? If that means murdering you know what I mean? Getting somebody to murder you.
Yeah,
Cats should do that because they're afraid. Nobody wants to walk around in fear.
nope,
So and as a man, woman, or child, nobody wants fear. So
right,
so it's best that we respect each other, and it's best with loyalty. And I think we need ethics where we're willing to do the right thing. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
And good morals.
yep,
I think those are things that we're missing when it comes to characteristics, where a lot of that stuff kind of went out the window. When we were growing up, we had certain things that we would do and certain things we won't do.
right,
And I think that's key to any relationship, and that's key to a healthy lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's a
yeah,
healthy lifestyle because part of why we are the way we are is based on things we did and things we wouldn't do.
yeah,
You know, I truly believe, and I don't know if everybody who watching believe this. When you do a bunch of negative stuff and hurt a lot of people, it reflects on your appearance. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
we gotta it's necessary for all of us to remember that this shell is not who we are. This is just a, a cover to what's inside of us.
right,
Because we all know that because whenever you go to a wake and you touch the person, there's no warmth there. It's almost like touching a doll baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you start to destroy that inner thing, that part that connects you to the higher power, the creator, then you start to diminish. So, and I think that's something that we've strived to do. We've strived to do what we believe was right. You know what I mean? And treat people in a way that you want to be treated. We begin to do that more. That's where Duhan came from. Doing unto others as you wish them to do unto you. You know what I'm saying? That's where it came from. So, I want people to treat me like I treat them. I'm not gonna dog you out because I don't want you to dog me out. But go
Right.
ahead.
Um, I know your time is running low.
Yeah, we got like 9 minutes.
Yeah, we gonna lose Peep Game TV in 9 minutes. For those that's on uh
Facebook.
Peep Game TV and Facebook at 9 o'clock, I'll be going to my Facebook Live. At 9 o'clock, I'll be going to a Randy J. Sean Jackson, my Facebook Live, and I'll still be on TikTok. But
Somebody says something about racism. Respect is everything. What they said?
respect is everything, but when it comes to racism and relationships and individuals that have no idea what a person is going through every day, I think that she talking about in the work environment, like racism in the work environment. Uh,
Oh,
um, that's something that we just gonna have to get used to, or just keep moving to do better. Um, Wherever you at in this world, wherever you at, anybody listening, me, you, anybody on TikTok, Facebook, Peep Game, wherever you at in this world, you put yourself there. So remember that whatever situation you in, relationship, whatever job you stuck at, whatever relationship you in, wherever you at in this world right now, you put yourself there. So only you can get yourself out of there. So sitting around complaining about it, and you ain't trying to make it better or fix it, um, then that mean the problem lies within you. But anyway, on another note, I wanted to bring this up before you left, Shop.
all right, go ahead. What's up, Miss Webb?
I wanted to bring this up.
Go ahead.
Uh, I remember it was a time, I can't say who, but it was a time when I was in a relationship. And this is for the ladies, all the ladies. If you don't want to come on the live, then just text your answers in. And yeah, tap and TikTok, tap the screen. I want y'all to text y'all answers so we can read them out before we close out on Peep Game. So I was in a relationship before with somebody, and uh whenever after we used to finish having sex, I used to fall asleep. When I used to wake up, she would be mopping, doing the dishes, vacuuming, cooking, whatever. So my question to the ladies is, after sex, if you not sleeping, do that mean that the man didn't do his job? If Because I used to wake up and she would be cleaning the whole damn house. I'd be like, what the hell? I've been sleeping for hours, 2 hours. Do that mean I didn't do my job, or what do that mean? Or did the sex give him energy, or what do that mean? Because more than likely, you would think that if you went to sleep, then the lady went to sleep. But in this relationship I was in, I used to wake up and she would be cooking or mopping or vacuuming or you know doing whatever, and it used to keep my mind like going. So
You know,
uh, what do ladies what do you think that mean when if a lady doesn't go right or to sleep after sex, and she's up cleaning, what does that mean?
what does that mean? What do you think? I'm asking my wife. Yeah, she's right here.
Listen, sometimes it could be an energy booster. It could be an
Well,
adrenaline rush.
right.
It could be an
Okay.
exercise thing where she got some energy that you just don't have.
Uh,
It's an individual thing.
It's a oh, okay. So some women.
but I've heard Miss Webb said, Lisa said, yeah, it means you were good and you gave her good energy, and my wife pretty much said it was an energy booster. So those two of them. Go ahead.
No, I don't.
What you read the other ones?
Mm-mm. Nobody said nothing else.
Oh,
I
oh,
just I just
my,
always wondered what that meant.
so my thing would be is I wouldn't have had a problem waking up to, a woman doing that. What I would have had a problem to, it would have been a problem if you woke up and it's
If she wasn't
she's
what?
and it says she was very satisfied. That was the other one. She was very satisfied. If you woke up and she was satisfying herself,
Oh,
and she wasn't doing that, then it would be something for you to be wondering about. Then you would know, okay, so I fell short.
oh, if I woke up and she was playing with a dildo.
Yeah, something pleasuring herself. You know what I mean? The fact she was cleaning, cooking, and stuff for that. Hey,
Yeah, I used to get angry, like, you know what I mean? Like I used to get highly upset about that.
okay, that's similar to okay, you have sex and then woman cook you a meal and bring you the meal in the bed.
Huh?
If you have sex and after sex you go to sleep, you wake up and you got a meal cooked and she bring it to you in bed.
Um,
You know?
I think if I go to sleep, then she should be asleep.
Well, see, that's why you got that attitude with love, because you paid a little warm.
Hey, oh no! Look! Let me say one more thing
Go
before.
ahead, go ahead,
I'm
go
glad
ahead. We
you
got
brought
three
that up.
minutes. Go ahead.
I was listening to the radio the other day. It was a guy on we got a station up here, 94.7. They play old school.
Right,
And the guy on the radio was saying, "Love ain't real, love ain't real." I was trying to get my phone to record it
right,
so I could play it on the show because he was he was saying that Kanye West was in Morocco or Mexico or something with his new wife and his two kids,
right.
and Kim Kardashian is, Kim Kardashian, his other wife,
Yeah, yeah. It's ex-wife.
she got four kids by him, and she at home complaining about it's hard. She having it rough with four kids, and the guy on the radio was like, "She's a billionaire. She could hire two maids for each kid." You know what I mean? She got hire,
Which
she
she
got
probably doing anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
How in the world is you complaining and you bored and you a billionaire because you home with four kids? So the guy was like saying, love ain't real. Like you a billionaire. Kanye giving you all this child support, and you still ain't happy. Like it makes no sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and that may be she may be complaining because he appears to be happy there. That
Yeah.
may be what the complaint is about. She's not happy that he's happy
Right.
because at any given time she could say, "Well, you take the four children."
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's no reason for her to complain. She can get the children to him.
Yeah. Somebody said people got empty voids.
Oh, definitely.
Four kids and you a billionaire and you complaining. How is that possible? That's what I mean. Well, I'm getting
Yeah,
when Peep game close out, I'm getting ready to go to on my Facebook Live for everybody who is on Peep game and Shy Facebook Live. I'm getting ready to go to Facebook Live in about 5 minutes.
and all of you who are on Facebook, uh, Miss Webb, Miss Graham, Miss White, all of you, Miss Jimerson, all of you can go to what Jay
Oh,
Shaw
Rand, Randy J.
763 or let them know.
They can go to Randy J. Sean Jackson on Facebook Live.
You can go to Randy J. Shaw Jackson on Facebook Live, and those of you who are on Peep Game TV, subscribe. You know, we'll be back next Friday. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back. And you know, we want more input from you guys. You
Yeah.
know, because we can't do this without you. So
I don't want nobody doing no dishes after I finish making love to them. I want them sleeping like me.
well,
I don't want to wake up and hear
Lisa said it's a good pill, but it's different effects for different people. But it gives you what you need at the right time. But sleep isn't always the best sleep. You know what I mean? So basically, some people it's different. You may get it, and then you got to think of this: as men, when we have sex with women, we're giving a part of ourselves to that woman
right,
because we're ejaculating in that woman. If we're not, protected, you know
right,
what I'm saying? So now you giving something to her, and this is why it's sex, making love, and the F word. You know what I
right.
mean? You got three things. So maybe you was, making love, or something at that time, and you brought her that type of energy. You know, so you know, but it's been real. See you
Yeah.
all next week. All right, my brother.
All right. It's been my pleasure. Come on over there. We getting ready to go. We getting ready to go to Facebook Live now and turn up, y'all. We getting ready to turn up.
All right, I'm gonna be watching you. And like I said, you're on Peep Game TV. Subscribe. You're on
Yeah.
Facebook. If you're not one of my friends, follow me.
Subscribe to Peep Game TV, y'all. We on the move. Peep Game TV and keeping it real. All right, we getting ready to go there. All right, Shaw.
All right.
You said I could love you.